Hi there. Wanted to address the topic of the arrogant disbeliever, the arrogant kafir. The word kafara, which is the root of kafir, comes from to cover up. Back in the day in Arabia, they used to have this black pitch that they would put on top of the camels, and they would say this is covering them up, this is kafara. So now, people say, some scholars say the meaning of kafir, is someone that rejects Islam, covering it up, knowing the truth. So you know that God is one, you know that hell is real, heaven is real, and you reject all of this and you basically are covering it up, you're a kafir. Now my question is, how can anyone be a kafir according to this definition? Are you telling me that, let's say someone like me knows Islam, lived as a Muslim for 15 years, my family is Muslim, my kids are Muslim, my wife is Muslim, and I know hell is real, and I'm gonna take my kids, who I would, do anything for. We want the best life for the kids, we put them in the best school, we even move sometimes to get to a better school that's nearby, that's good for them. We will buy the best food for them, the best clothing, we want them to have the best everything. And I'm just gonna take them and throw them in hell? Or myself, self-preservation is such a strong, feeling that we have. It's something that's hardwired inside us. And this is something that religion uses against us. The idea of hell is something that's used to scare people because of its strong self-preservation values. So are you telling me that I know that hell is true and I still disbelieve in it? Let's look at an example from the real world. If somebody knows touching an oven, putting the hand on it will burn them, and they still do it, would you say this person is sane? Or are they insane? If somebody knows that touching an oven is going to burn them and they still do it, they're insane. They're not arrogant. How can someone be so arrogant that they would themselves throw themselves into a fire? Even less than that, if you take a dictator from this world, and the dictator tells this person, bow down before me, or else I will hurt your children, I will kill your wife. Any sane person will bow down. Any sane person. Nobody would dare, unless they're insane, to reject bowing down before that dictator. In the same way, if the definition of kafir is someone that disbelieves in God, truly knowing that God exists, this idea is incoherent. Nobody would do such a thing because we're programmed to survive, self-preservation. Hence, my conclusion, there's no such thing as hell. It's just a false idea used to manipulate people into believing into a fake religion, false religion. If there was such a thing as hell, if anybody truly knew about it, they wouldn't reject it. And if they didn't know about it, they don't deserve to go to hell because they didn't believe it was true. The evidence was not enough. There's no solid reason to believe. And then, let's add one more thing. You're God, you're the perfect creator of all that exists. You want these pitiful creatures to bow down before you, or you're going to throw them in hell? What kind of God are you? What kind of God wants us to grovel before him or punish us? That's not even a free choice then. That's under threat of compulsion. What value does that have? I'm going to put a gun to your head and you do what I say or else. Where's the value in that? The only value comes in brainwashing to the point that you believe the person that's pointing a gun at you is doing something good to you, and you start to love that person, and you start to say, I know he said he's gonna hurt me if I don't do it, but he's a good guy, she's a good lady, even though she's breaking my legs if I don't do that. That's my wife or my husband, he's a good man. He beat me up the other day because I didn't listen to him, but he's a good man, he cares about me. This is Stockholm Syndrome, this is brainwashing. There's no good reason for an infinite, perfect creator to punish people for not worshipping him. for a personal slight. No decent human would want other people to suffer. You're telling me the infinite creator of all that exists is so petty that he wants us to bow down or else? I don't buy it. I'm sorry. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you disagree and why. Let me know, how does it make sense to you that such a God could really be the creator of all the universe and yet be so petty that he wants us to worship him? In Islam, that's the worst sin, unforgivable sin, that you worship any other than God, or you reject God. Not that you hurt other people necessarily, not that you don't be a good person, just that you don't worship God. So let me know what you think. Take care. Bye.